Alright, first and foremost, I want to start off by saying Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahweh Shai, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahweh Shai, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahweh Shai. Call Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakal Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well and who taught me this truth. And shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwat that are out there listening and learning as well. And with that being said, I'm going to jump straight into this lesson or this little quick video. Lord's willing, it'll be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakal Kwadash. And for the record, today's date is April 6th, 2020, the year of prophecy. Okay? And real quick, I just got a couple scriptures and a couple videos that I'm going to play. All right? And we out here shouldn't be too long. All right, Lord's will. Anyway, like I said, Lord's willing is edifying. The inspiration for this video pretty much comes from this video that Elder Malcolm did. Here's his channel here. You should subscribe, and he does good videos. Anyway, he did a lesson entitled "No Beast System Without 5G." And he expounds on certain things, and a video that he had uploaded and re-uploaded and that got taken down. And he said he more and more he's coming to the realization of how important that basically the 5G is to this man's enterprise, this cashless system, pretty much this Internet of Things, as we always go into, especially the brothers out there in the elders in Dallas that do the GMS World War III algorithm. They always go into that, the Internet of Things, and how that operates. And the brother out there in London too. I forget their names, but anyway, yeah. But Elder Malcolm was like, I didn't get to see the video. I missed it, but he re-uploaded a video about it. A so-called scientist or somebody that was working, an insider, was basically given inside information about the ins and outs and the dangers of it, and the radiation, which and basically they pulled the videos down, and more people are getting hip to it and waking up to the dangers of it. But like I said, my focus is like I said, there's no beast system without this. This is what's gonna. This is their pride and joy. Esau, Edom. Okay, the wicked elite. Chiefly Amalek, the Amalekites. Okay, the banking families. The IMF. The Rothschilds, the Gettys, the DuPonts, the Vanderbilts, the wicked elite. This is their baby, man. This is what they've been working on. They want to chip the people, as Aaron Russo said. They want the whole world chipped. Okay, so they can control the people. Okay, and that's pretty much what this lesson is going to be about. 5G is deadly serious. It's deadly. It's dangerous, of course. But also he's going to use it. He has to roll it out. It's a key part of his agenda, of his infrastructure. Just like the chip is, okay, the Charagma. That's a key part, that RFID microchip, okay? It is, we in them times, they rolling it out. And that's pretty much what I'm not going to play this video here. Like I said, subscribe to the Elder's channel. He always does good lessons, Elder Malcolm. And like I said, he watched this video here. I'm not going to play it. It says no beast system without 5G. Very good video, okay? And but like I said, basically, you can see that's what's going on, man. You can see now that if you sit back and look at the big picture, you could clearly see what's going on. Okay, Esau has a plan, an agenda. He's been rolling. He's been in the midst of the bread and circus. Okay, while you guys were, in La La Land, he's been laying this infrastructure, getting everything set up, and like I said, Trump gotta be, like the elder Apostle Tahar said, the king of Babylon. He has to be, okay? So I'm gonna just play a couple videos so you can kind of see, If you could see what I'm talking about, okay? We in them times, man. You know, we in them times. We in them times. So, real quick, I'm gonna play this. This is old from 2016. Okay, you know, it says Trump rally Phoenix, Arizona. It says complete biometric entry exit visa tracking system. Okay, which I always remember that. I never forgot when he said that because he was talking about the RFID microchip. Okay, which is the mark of the beast, man. Okay, the Charagma. All right, he mentioned it. He ran on it. That was one of his platforms. Okay, that was his number 8 topic. Okay, his number 8 point, bullet point. Okay, talking point that he was running on. Okay, and they were all cheering. Okay, but now you can clearly see what he was talking about. Okay, you see this beast system, which is what the rebirth of the Roman Empire. Okay, you know, which is what NATO and the EU. NATO is the military might, and EU is the financial part. Okay, but it's what led by what that whore America, Babylon the Great. Okay, you see, and it's a system that they're trying to roll out, a new world order. Okay, an infrastructure, a cashless society of Internet of Things, which you're going to be put in that Internet of Things. Okay, you're going to be tracked. You're not going to be able to buy or sell, save he that had the mark. Okay, and we're slowly, we're getting there, man. They're locking everything down so they can roll this thing out. Okay, so here, let's play this right here. Okay.
Number 8, we will finally complete the biometric entry-exit visa tracking system, which we need desperately. For years.
And that's what you see happening. The devil is coming down with great wrath, knowing that he had but a short time. They got to complete that, and that's what that's all code word, you know. That's for insiders, you know. You know, just like Yahweh Shai talks in parables, okay. For only the illuminated ones, the elect, and so does the wicked, man, the wicked elite, you know, for the insiders. But as it is written, 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Okay, because we're not asleep, we're woke. Okay, we have the spirit of Yahweh Shai in the Rakak Wadach. He's supping with us. Okay, you know, and we know ultimately, hey, in Job 5:12, it says he disappointed the devices of the crafty. Okay, because Esau Edom thinks he's slick, man. Okay, going back to way back to Esau, right? What did it say? He was a cunning hunter, you know. Even the serpent, man, which is the same spirit, if you could receive it in the garden, you know. The subtile beast, man, that's Esau. He thinks he's slick, you know. But guess what? You ain't slicker than Yahweh Shai. Okay, okay, because ultimately he's the creator. He's the potter, man. Okay, you know, you're just the clay, the vessel made for dishonor. Okay, we are the vessels made for honor. You're the vessels made for dishonor. Okay, so it says Job 5:12. It says he disappointed the devices of the crafty, and what's ultimately the ultimate device of the crafty, which is the wicked Esau Edom. That chip, that enterprise, that system that they're about to roll out. Okay, okay. That you know, that's this cashless society. So it says he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Okay, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. Okay, because what the snare, the trap is set, man. Okay, man's going to the Lord, man. The king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. Okay, so just like Yahweh puffed up Pharaoh, okay, the same way he's puffing up Esau Edom. Okay, as it is written, the pride of his heart have deceived him. His terribleness have deceived him. Okay, so what? We close, man. We close. We just gotta hold on and keep pushing. Okay, it says he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and hey, that's why it says, is there no more wisdom in Teman? Okay, it says he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. And forward is like proud, man. and that's Esau, Edom. So this whole thing is talking about Esau, Edom. Okay, it's a parable. It's a deep, dark saying. Okay, all right. It's a mystery. You know, just like this. This is a mystery here. Okay, this speech was a mystery. Okay, went over the masses' head. But hey, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices.
We will finally complete the biometric entry-exit visa tracking system, which we need desperately. For years, Congress has required biometric entry-exit visa tracking systems, but it has never been completed. The politicians are all talk, no action, never happens, never happens. Hillary Clinton, all talk. Unfortunately, when there is action, it's always the wrong decision. Do you ever notice? In my administration, we will ensure that this system is in place. And I will tell you, it will be on land, it will be on sea, it will be in air. We will have a proper tracking system.
So let me ask you this now. Now, like, go back to the elder. Go watch the Elder Malcolm video, like I said, man. And think about it. Like he said, no beast system. This system, like Trump said, okay, this entry-exit visa tracking system, which we know is just a code word for the RFID microchip, you know. That's Project Charagma, okay? That's what they got it titled under. Project Charagma, okay? That's what I'm gonna title this. Project Charagma, okay? You see? It's no Project Charagma without this 5G. Okay, this is what's gonna allow them to track you, like he said, in the air, in the sea, everywhere, man. Okay, Elder Malcolm brought up about the cruise ships, how they were getting sick on the cruise ships. Why? Because he's right. It's a big fucking floating 5G tower, man. He's absolutely right, man. The more I'm thinking about it, he's right. That because the radiation is weakening your system, and that's why they've already accounted for this. They already accounted for this. They know it. They took into account that a lot of people are going to die. They know it's like survival of the fittest. Darwin's, the theory, the strongest survive. I think it's Darwin theory of evolution. That's the strongest survive. Okay, they probably have a cure, a vaccine, and they're going to present it with that chip, or hey, just let the strong survive, let the weak die off, and the strong survive, because ultimately they need this 5G to roll out, because they have to be able to track the people, the data, all the information that's going to be being transmitted, okay? Because what the chip is just like a marker, just like it's just an identifier, But ultimately the information is going to be stored on your information is going to be stored on servers, government servers. You see. So it needs to be you need to have a signal to access that for the infrastructure to run properly. You see. So hey, that's beautiful. That's the war. The war is the coronavirus. That's a beautiful plot. You thought you was slick. You needed something to get this rolled out, because you knew people would just buck up against if you just rolled out this chip. So you did it. You slick, man. You think you slick? You crafty. Yeah, he's crafty, man. But hey, the Lord disappointed the devices of the crafty.
We will ensure that this system is in place. And I will tell you, it will be on land, it will be on sea, it will be in air. We will have a proper tracking system. Approximately half of new illegal immigrants came on temporary visas and then never, ever left. Why should they? Nobody's telling.
See, that was just the guise, the ruse. You see, he talks with a forked tongue. You see, his words are smoother than butter, but war's in his heart. Yeah, see that was the hook. Okay, the hook for these simpletons was the immigrants, Issachar. These Mexicans. We got to build the wall. We got to build the wall. Tougher rules, tougher legislation, You know, but that's the hook. Just like the COVID-19, the coronavirus. That's the hook now. You know, smoke and mirrors. That's Esau's power. Deception. Chaldeans, man, witchcraft. That's sleight of hand. You gotta, show them the truth and then pull it. You know, that's how you do it. Smoke and mirrors, man. Okay, you see? And the bread and circus, what did he do? He took away all the other smoke and mirrors from you and left you with the real smoke, the real distraction, the COVID-19, the fear. The fear is gonna get you. And meanwhile, he's doing everything that he said he was gonna do, man. Setting up this system to track your ass. I'm not gonna click on none of these videos, but I just typed in National Guard, just National Guard. Look at the what's pulling up. There's an actual podcast. I was listening to some of this, and they were saying that I'm not gonna click on it, but they were saying that they knew about it. They knew about it. They had everything was already planned for about 20 years. You know, 20 years ago they accounted for this, and that's why they've been running drills. They've been rehearsing, man. You know, these different states been running martial law drills. You know, California and Florida and Ocala Forest. You know, they've been preparing for this. Slowly militarizing the different police departments around the United States and around the world. Okay, because you see, this is a global pandemic. This is a global agenda. Okay, you see. So, hey, Maryland calls National Guard. So slowly you're getting used to seeing the troops rolling out. You see? Hey, 2nd Ezra 15, 2nd Ezra 16, we in them times. Okay? You see? Hey, Nevada, National Guard Nevada. You see? Just showing you different, these are recent. This is just around the globe, man. This thing is New York, obviously, containment zones. Bushwick, think about movies like Bushwick, you know. Anyway, you get the idea. So let me you heard what he said here about the tracking system. All right, so let's listen to this one here. Where was it? Is it this one? It's this one here, Salaki, so I don't need this one. It's right here. It says Trump sees himself as a wartime president during pandemic. Because that's the terror. That's the you always need a bad guy, you know? Like ultimately when he really comes down, we're gonna be the bad guy, you know? The men pushing this truth, we're gonna be deemed the terrorists. But for the time being, he's demonizing it, he's using this COVID-19 as the the thing to stir the people up, the bad guy, you know, so he can go to war, you know? That's how they always move, war. There's always got to be a bad guy. You know, there was the war on drugs, right? The war on drugs. Then they could pass all these legislations, these 3 strike laws and these crack laws and all these things, right? Which we know ultimately was to what? Get Jake, man, destroy the homes, destroy Yasharala, right? You see, that's how they operate, man. They do the same thing over and over. Okay, then they had what the war on what? They always do it, man. You know, different wars. Okay, and that's how they move. So now the war, the terror is the COVID-19, this coronavirus, this sickness, this pandemic, stirring the people up, the world. You know, so now they can move and pass this roll out the National Guards and pass these quarantines and curfews, and everybody's with it. You see. Meanwhile, it's all to roll out their beast system. You see. You see, this devil thinks he's crafty. He thinks he's slick, man. Okay, but the people are waking up. The people are waking up, like Elder Malcolm has said. Okay, and they're waking up, and as the scripture said, their tongues were going to fall upon themselves. His own people are telling on themselves, exposing themselves. Okay, like the scientists, that I guess was exposing the 5G. You see, so he's going to have to lock the internet down. Amos 8 and 11. There's going to be a famine. Okay. You see? Because it's wartime. He's a wartime president, baby. This ain't a time of peace. This is a time at war. Hey, what did I say? His words are smoother than butter, but war's in his heart. The whole time he was thinking about this 5G system, man. Okay? That's in the back of his mind, man. Okay? Because what? He sees himself as a wartime president. He's the king of Babylon, man. Okay? Babylon the Great. And he's trying to heal Babylon. Okay? But guess what? Yahweh Shai said you can't heal Babylon. There's no balm for her. Okay?
As the U.S. braces for an onslaught of coronavirus cases, CNN has obtained a 100-page federal report that shows the government is planning for a pandemic that...
Like the brothers brought out, the corona, the crown, the crowning of their enterprise. Hey, more and more, the truth is just revealing itself, man. The Wadi Habashim Hawashai, man. For supping with us, man. It's becoming more and more obvious. Hey, y'all better seek the Lord while he may be found, man. This man is not playing around. He's moving swiftly, man. All right? He's moving swiftly. Now, we know, like I said, Yahweh Shai is not going to allow him to accomplish his enterprise, but he's going to come down with great wrath, man. A time of trouble as never before. He ain't playing around.
Could last 18 months or longer. And as the U.S. braces for an onslaught of coronavirus cases, CNN has obtained a 100-page federal report that shows the government is planning for a pandemic.
And they're bracing for it because they've already taken it into account. They accomplished a diligent search, man. Okay, this is not a spiritual man. This is a carnal man. So his scientists, his doctors, they've done all the studies, man. They know that the mass of the population is going to get sick, you know, and they're going to have some deaths, some losses. Hey, that's casualties of war. It's wartime, baby. Okay, it is what you know. You got to count the cost. You see, so they already have. They know they moving. This is part of their agenda. This is part of the plan. Okay, you see, and it's only going to get worse. Okay, hey, things are not going back to normal like the apostles are saying. This is the new norm. It's going to get worse. Okay, as a woman in travail. Okay.
Pandemic that could last 18 months or longer and could include multiple waves of illness.
I would like to.
This as President Trump announced he's invoking the Defense Production Act to increase supplies of medical equipment.
We'll be invoking the Defense Production Act just in case we need it.
For weeks, hospitals have warned they're running dangerously low on ventilators. Asked why he waited so long to invoke the act that allows private companies to ramp up production if he knew the life-saving machines were in short supply, Trump said this.
But we knew for weeks we needed more ventilators, so why did it take so long?
Well, we knew. It depends. It depends on how...
See, they knew. And they knew not for weeks. They knew for years. Because, like I said, they did studies. Like the COVID-19, like the Elder Malcolm brought out. They caught it in Wuhan. They made it in the lab. Whatever the hell they did, they've been studying it. You know, they even made movies about it, different series about it. So they knew. They knew. And like I said, it's a crafty council. These different countries, they're all in cahoots, man. Okay, but guess what? Esau, Edom, Babylon the Great is going to do something, and they're going to turn on this bitch, man, and ultimately burn her with fire, man. You see? So, hey, it's beautiful. Everything's playing out according to Esau. Edom thinks it's his algorithm, but it's ultimately Yahweh's algorithm, man. And it's playing out beautifully. We in beautiful times, man.
Low on ventilators. Asked why he waited so long to invoke the act that allows private companies to ramp up production if he knew the life-saving machines were in short supply, Trump said this.
But we knew for weeks we needed more ventilators, so why did it take so long?
Well, we knew. It depends. It depends on how it goes. Worst case, absolutely. Best case, not at all. So we're going to have to see where it goes.
Hospitals also say they need more staff to deal with the crush of cases. The White House announced a new rule today that will allow doctors and other medical professionals to work across state lines. As the administration works out a stimulus bill with Capitol Hill, Trump added he'll suspend foreclosures and evictions on homeowners until at least the end of next month.
For now, because you don't want to panic the people. You got, you know. But hey, ultimately, the walls are gonna close in, man. Okay, you know, ultimately. So I'm gonna close out real quick. It went a little longer than I wanted it to go, but it is what it is. This is one more video. You pretty much saw, like I said, I wanted to show you all the National Guards being deployed all over the United States, Florida. You see, Florida National Guards are trained, administrated coronavirus tests. Governor activates Hawaii National Guard to help with pandemic 2 days ago. So this man is pretty much, rolling out the National Guard, the troops all over, okay? Because he said it, man. Okay, everything this man says, he's been following through with, okay? Because, that's the king of Babylon, all right? I just want to show you this matter of fact, yeah, I'll show you real quick. It says, war on COVID-19. Trump deploys army to New York City as promised, all right? And this is from today also, April 6, 2020, the year of prophecy. Slovakia. Slovakia. Off of RT, okay? Let me read a little bit of it. It says military personnel were deployed in New York City on Sunday to help the city manage COVID-19 pandemic. The state of New York currently has over 122,000 confirmed cases of infected, with 4,159,000 deaths, making it the most coronavirus affected state in the U.S. Yeah, and the second most affected coronavirus state they're saying is Florida, which is where I'm at. I'm a part of the GMS Orlando. But yeah, they're saying New York is the #1 most affected state, and Florida is the second. And my demon, she brought out a good point. It could be because they're counting those cruise ships that are coming in. There's a couple cruise ships that came in with a bunch of sick passengers. I think one down there in Fort Lauderdale came in with 4 dead from the COVID-19 on there. And cruise ships sometimes have hundreds, if not thousands of passengers. I don't know how many people on a cruise ship, So they might be counting that also with the why our numbers are so drastic. Who knows? Because personally, I don't really see nobody getting sick around here. A couple people I know, my cousin, but not too many people I know being affected by it. But I know people are really dying. It's real. I can see it's a serious. People really dying. But it still doesn't warrant the response, man. How they're overreacting, because we know it's ultimately they're trying to roll out this 5G so they can roll out this beast system, man, where they can track everything. Okay. Anyway, Slovakia. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna just show this because when I saw this reminded me of I Am Legend, man. This is exactly what I was thinking about. I Am Legend. Exactly, and gradualism, predictive programming, Bushwick, all these quarantine, containment, all these different movies, Resident Evil, when they locked off Raccoon City and shit, okay, predictive programming, but let me play this real quick, and I'll close out with a scripture. Hey, this reminded me of because I'm from New York, so I'm familiar. This is very, surreal, man. I'm not even in New York. The elders, they're up there. The brothers are up there. This got to be surreal, man. Hey, we in them times, man. I don't know. You can't see what time it is, man. It's high time to wake up out of sleep, man. This thing is serious, man. This man is about to move, man. Okay? He's about to move. He is moving. Not about to move. He is moving. Gradually. Not even gradually. He's moving at a brisk pace. He's not running yet, but he's moving at a brisk pace. He's walking real fast, speed walking. Look at this. This looks like Book of Eli, not Book of Eli. I'm Slovakia. I Am Legend, man. Mount Sinai. This thing is serious. And they were showing. I was watching something. They were showing the line of miles backed up at the Florida border. They were turning people away. It was miles at the border for Florida. They had checkpoints set up. Well, there are checkpoints set up. And they're not. They got the ARs out. They ain't playing, man. They not playing. You know, it's going to be a different spirit on them in that time too. We already know that. You know, it's going to be the spirit of death is going to be out there, man. Anyway, let me close it out with a scripture. Okay. Revelations I'm going to start at 11. All right. Beautiful. Revelations 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, and he exerciseth all the power of the first beast, which is the Roman Empire, before him. Okay, that's why we say this is the rebirth of the Roman Empire. Okay, the first beast was Rome. Okay, but Rome fell, but America rose in its stead. Okay, and America is also synonymous with Babylon the Great. Okay, you see, what Sodom and Egypt, number of things, Nineveh, so on and so forth. Okay, and it says, and he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and he called Salakia. It says, and he exerciseth all the power of the first beast, Rome, the Roman Empire, before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Like we said, America is the rebirth of the Roman Empire. Okay? You know, the Senate, you know, everything is modeled after Rome, pretty much, you know. It says, and he doth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men. And when did he first do that? And the new beast, okay, NATO and the EU, chiefly spearheaded by that whore America, Babylon the Great. That happened during the fire come down from heaven was what Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Okay, that's when the whole world trembled. That shut everybody's mouth. You know, so much so that they didn't even have to drop. They dropped the first one, Little Man, and they dropped Fat Man just to show their power, man. You know, because Japan had already surrendered. You know, but that's why the scripture said his terribleness have deceived them. You know, because what now the other nations? That's why they said, have thou become weak as like unto us. You know, let the weak say I'm strong, because they have that power now also. The nukes, the intercontinental ballistic missiles, man, the great equalizer. And they have what, Gog and Magog, Russia, that's going to come to their defense, man. And they're going to turn and burn this bitch with fire, man. Thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? Roughly paraphrasing. Okay? So anyway, it says, and he doth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. Like I said, Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That's what gave him the ultimate power at this time, you know. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. And what's the miracles? All the technologies, okay? You know, especially this Charagma, this RFID microchip, okay? This chip is going to be able to let, do great things, man. Make blind people see with the chip. You know, you can, they show you in Black Mirror, in all their movies, man, this chip, they could do a lot of miracles, wonders, you know. What else? What's one of the things? So-called paraplegics, they can start walking again with the chip, you know. More mental capacity, but all type heal diseases, you know. That's the miracles, man. His technology, you see. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, which is what? NATO and the EU, the rebirth of the Roman Empire. It says, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image of the beast, which is what? The system. This system, that's what the image is, the system. Not Christianity, not Caesar Borgia, the system. Okay? Okay, which had the wound by a sword and did live. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, okay, and cause it that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So if you don't bow to this man's system, that's what he's doing. He's putting everything in order, okay. He's locking everything down. He's putting his soldiers out, his stormtroopers out, okay, and he's laying the infrastructure. The infrastructure is already built. The 5G towers, okay, you know. So that's what he's doing. and then it's gonna come to a point where right now it's being advised that you socially distance yourself, okay, that you self isolate, but it's gonna come a time when he's gonna demand it, okay, it's gonna become legislation, the law of the land. It's not gonna be a request anymore, okay. The system is going to be fully activated, okay? And his horns are really going to come out, and he's going to really come down with great wrath, okay? You're going to really find out what's up, okay? So it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed if you don't bow to this system. Salakia, it says, and he causeth all, this is the main point, and he causeth, Revelation 13 and 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And that word mark is Charagma, which is the RFID microchip, man. Alright? That's that RFID microchip. Okay, that's the mark, the Charagma. Alright? That's what this is all leading up to. Okay? Okay, so it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, the Charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. It says, here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. 666. So like I said, ultimately, and that 60, that's that barcode, all right? But anyway, basically, the point of the matter is he wants to track you, man. He wants to put his stamp of approval on you, okay? That's going to be his ultimate, crown, this ultimate, that's the apex of his enterprise, okay? But the Lord is not going to let him accomplish that. I mean, a lot of people are going to take it, but hey, as the scripture said, when he in the fullness of his sufficiency, he's going to vomit it up, okay? You see? Because the Lord disappointed the devices of the crafty, okay? So anyway, with that being said, Lord's willing, this video was edifying. And like I always say, man, keep pushing. We're close, man. Shalom. Wa abad babal.